Hey, Daniel.
Alright guys, how's it going? It's Kale here. I just want to show you guys a little bit where I'm at right now. Beautiful views as promised.
Look at that house.
Alright guys, so this is Kale with Lifetime Views. You know, I just want to bring you guys some more views. That's why we're at the Grand Canyon of PA. Very beautiful, man. I would definitely encourage you guys to come out here, really check out what this is all about, because even though you guys get a video of this, it's not the same as being in person and be able to witness this. You know? It's very, being out here, especially on this rock, there's a lot of risk involved, okay? But at the same time, if you don't have that risk involved in life, it kind of takes all the joy out of it, in my personal opinion. So that's what we're here to talk about. We're talking about risk and how risk is so big and important in your life in order to get you to that next level step in your life to become the best person of yourself. Alright, so what I want to talk about with risk is I feel like a lot of people, they don't take risk in their lives, so they can't get to that next level where they need to be. Like for example, I mean, it doesn't even have to be like risk like this, risk with heights, but even if you come out here and take, say you step out here, you know, there's risk that you might fall off this cliff, fall 12,000 feet down to your death, and that'd be the end of your life. But at the same time, a lot of people, they have fear built up, and without taking that risk, they'll never overcome their fears, and they'll never become the best person that they can be. And for me, I used to be afraid of heights. You know, I used to be afraid of heights. Then I jumped out of a plane, and then I always pushed myself, and that's what it's all about. You have to push yourself to the next level, to that next point with consistency, to do it over and over again until you get to that point where the fear that you have is no longer there. You know, that risk is no longer a risk because you're comfortable in that position. And we want to get to the point where you are now comfortable with where, not only where you're at, but where you're going to be. You know, you take the next step and you're going to be more comfortable, and that is no longer, there's no risk involved because you're comfortable where you're at, standing in your one spot. For example, I can stand out here. I can do a little yoga pose and be completely comfortable because I'm grounded as a person, and there's no such thing anymore as this being riskful for me because I've mastered the fear of me being heights. Because to me, this is no different from walking on, say, a 2x4 right here. This is no different from that than walking on the ground with a 2x4. The only reason why I say that is because the only thing what your mind tends to do is focus on the fears, and you're focusing on what you don't want instead of what you do want. For example, if you want to stand on this rock, you do want to stand on this rock. Now if you're sitting here focusing on the chasm here, that you're going to fall to your death, then your mind is going to play that over in your head. That fear is going to build up, you're going to have that anxiety build in your body, and you're not going to be comfortable and grounded as a person. And what we want to do is get you to the point where you're grounded as a person through any circumstance, so you push past your fears. There's no longer any risk involved in anything. That's what we wanted to get you, because once you're completely grounded with yourself and know who you are as a human being, and know you're being self-centered, not self-centered, but centered as a person, you will be at that next level, and that's where we want to get you. We want to get to that next level of consciousness. We want you to get out of that, the feeling that you don't want to risk anything. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone, okay? Because when you get out of your comfort zone, that's when all the magic happens. And I can honestly say that. I mean, my life has drastically changed by getting out of my comfort zone. Like I said before in previous videos, I had a serious depression. You know, I wouldn't even go in social settings because anxiety would be too much in my body. And I was focusing on all the things that I didn't want. You know, I didn't take the risk, so I could never change, I could never grow. And in order to grow, you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to take that initial step. If as much anxiety is kicking in your head, even though it's man-made in your fears, you might not understand at the beginning. I know I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why I was thinking the way I did, but really it's just a man-made complex in your head. It's a fight or flight survival complex that wants to make sure you're safe. But you have to understand, like, when I come out and do this stuff, I get the most amount of joy in my life when I come out and do this, because it gets your heart pounding, it gets your heart racing. And what that does is when you go and do the things that, for example, bungee jumping, or go on roller coasters, any kind of thrill. Did you ever notice how you get the most excitement out of that? It's because it brings joy in your life. You're doing something that you're not comfortable with, and you're bringing so much excitement with it because it's unpredictable. Things that are predictable are very common, and they don't bring that much excitement. But then again, that goes in whether you're in the moment and you can tap into that excitement, even though it's almost to the normal person unexciting. But we'll talk about that in another video. But really just, if you want to get to the next level in your dreams, the next level of where you want to be, the next level in your life, you have to take risks. If you don't take any risk, you're probably going to be in the exact same place that you are now. And that's not going to bring you to your best self, You really just got to do it for you, if you want it. I mean, then again, it's your life. You can do whatever you want. You can stay comfortable. You can stay depressed. But ultimately, you have to come to a decision that makes you want to change. Wants you to get out of where you're at as a person. Whether that be depression, whether that be fear, whether that be, you're afraid to hop on a plane. You got to take a risk. You hop in a car every day and you take a risk and you don't even think about it because it's normal. But when it comes to something else, that risk is involved, you might not do it because the risk is too high in your opinion. Even though you hop in a car every day and there's more risk of you getting an accident than anything else that you could probably do. But it's just because you're not looking at it. You're looking at it from a different perspective. You're looking at, oh my God, I might fall off the edge here. But you have to be comfortable with yourself, and you have to be willing to go into the unknown and take a risk in order to grow as a person. But honestly, if I didn't take a risk to come out here, if I didn't take a risk to drive up a mountain, if I didn't take a risk to get out of my comfort zone, get out of my town, I would have never seen such a beautiful spot. And honestly, it's spots like this that makes my life worth living. And it's beautiful. But with that, it's your boy Kale. Get out of your comfort zone, chase some risks, because with risks come great reward. And this is Lifetime Views. Have a great day.